Hey guys, so I was going through well, I guess not really going through, but looking at all the products I've got for detailing, which is quite a few, and I realized there's a lot of stuff that I don't use. I bought a long time ago and stopped using something better. Uh, yeah, just stuff that I don't really use anymore. So, since I've got so many different waxes and such, I decided I've also got this spare hood. This is from I don't know, early 2000 Ford Explorer that I was gonna teach myself how to paint on, which I haven't gotten around to yet. But anyway, it'd be perfect for this. So I just want to do like a wax durability test. So a lot of the stuff is over the counter, some of it isn't. You always hear on like forums and stuff, oh, this will only last this long, this will only last this long, or um, this will last 3 years or something. Well, nobody ever says 3 years, but a year. I just wanted to see how long some of the stuff will actually last. So some of the stuff I've never even used, if I'm completely honest, like this mother's wax here. This comes in their clay bar kit. Never used it. Never once. It's still sealed here, as you can see. And God only knows I bought so many clay bar kits. God only knows how old this stuff is, but it's not separated. I don't think. Doesn't sound. It might be. I don't know. I've got Meguiar's white wax here. Bought this for my wife's car that used to be white. I say used to be white because we no longer have it. She's got that Highlander and I've got the black Lexus. So we don't have a white car anymore, but it appears to be leaking, as I didn't even know that until I set it down on the hood and just picked it up to show you guys. So that's great. Meguiar's Quick Wax, their Ultimate line. I even have original Tech Wax. This isn't the 2.0. This is the original, so that kind of gives you an idea of how long I've been sitting on some of this stuff. I've got this Lucas Speed Wax. It's also a spray wax like the Quick Wax, and the Zymol as well. This stuff, I really like it, but I never use it. So kind of the over-the-counter basic waxes. There's obviously a lot more. There's a lot more paste wax. There's other stuff I'm going to probably pick up, probably just for the purpose of this test, but if it tests well, I might use it. Then, of course, we have the new spray waxes, the ceramic wax from Meguiar, and the ice shine and seal from Turtle Wax. I've used both of these. I would they're both really good. I would say the Meguiar's probably has a bit of an edge on the gloss. Like, this might be a better topper, but this seal and shine is freaking unreal. I'm sure you've seen the videos on it. The durability is just amazing. And I want to see, this one obviously is a lot more, the ice is a lot more chemical resistant. I just don't know if it's more durable, if it will last longer than Meguiar's. So we're gonna test that out. I don't have the mother stuff. I don't have the 303 stuff. Yeah, I just started using them this year, and that seal and shine is so cheap. I think I paid them like $15, $16 for that Meguiar's, so, which is probably, out of all this stuff, the most expensive one of the bunch over here. So this is the over-the-counter stuff, which is what I want to try to continue to use. Not necessarily continue to use, but more or less for like the do-it-yourself guy that's not really interested in having the more professional stuff shipped in to his house, or those of us that don't really have detail stores around, that you can't just go and, there's some, I don't know, there's some Meguiar's professional line or anything like that. But here's some stuff that I've got. I think most of the stuff came from Auto Geek. I've got I believe that you pronounce this Klasse, I think, because it's German, and it's been, I don't know, 20 years since I've taken a German class, but yeah, so I've got their all-in-one, and I've got their sealant as well. The all-in-one, what I normally do with this stuff is, once I'm done with a full detail after I've polished, I coat it with this as basically as my sealant, and then I finish it off with the S100. But usually in the winter, right before winter, I use the sealant. So I want to see which ones last longer. It's supposed to be like a two-step, so I'm wondering how long they will last when I double them up. So I'm going to do one just strictly the sealant, one the all-in-one, and then both of them. Yeah, talk about the S100 a little bit. My topper, extremely good gloss on this. I've heard, and it makes sense to me, this is the same stuff as the P21S, I believe it's called. The only difference is this you can get at a Harley Davidson shop for about half price. So the packaging is identical. You open them up, they look identical. The only drawback is it doesn't really last very long. From what I've read on the forums, it's only a couple of weeks, which I kind of have a hard time believing. I think it's got to be at least a month, right? At least that's my guess. I can never tell, though, because, this then kicks in. It's not like I lose, all the hydrophobic properties. So, I don't know. I've picked up some Rejex. This is probably 10 years ago, I'd guess. Used it once because back in the day, it says, if you can read it here, yeah, there we go. It's a soil barrier. So I thought, wow, I won't have to wash my car so much. It won't look so dirty. Dirt won't stick to it. So I used it once. I think it's kind of a pain to use, not because it's hard to put on or off, but if you see it, let's see here. Direction, there we go, instructions. Allow 12 hours to cure. So basically, once you're done with your detail, put the top coat on, and then just let it sit overnight, and then you're good to go. But I don't think that's fun. I like to finish and just go and drive. Look at it in the sun basically immediately. This liquid luster stuff. So yeah, I think I may have gotten this at a Chicago auto show back in like 04 or 05 maybe. It's good stuff. I guess it's what does it say it is? I thought it was Carnauba. Doesn't say. I guess it's just a cleaner wax. Yeah, it is Carnauba. There it is. Non-abrasive Carnauba formula, but if we look down here, cleans and waxes, which means it's got to have some abrasion to it. I found that stuff to be the best on windows, believe it or not. Like if you have a lot of sap, it cuts right through it, eats it right off. Has no problem taking sap off if you park underneath a tree or anything. So, but same thing, I wanted to see how long it lasts. It's kind of not really, obviously it's not over the counter. Most people have never heard of it or seen it. I've never seen it other than that Chicago Auto Show that one year. I think I got 2 bottles. It doesn't matter. Anyway, yeah. So if you guys want to send me some products, or you have any requests or comments of what you want me to test, what I'm gonna do is once I'm satisfied, like I said, the only one I really want to get is New Finish, just because I've seen apparently that's supposed to last a year. That's what they advertise at least, and I don't know how true that is. It looks like kind of cheap garbagey wax to me, but I don't know. Haven't ever used it, so I guess that's pretty unfair on my part. But what I'm going to do with the hood is, it's been sitting literally in my garage for 5 years, doing nothing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wash it. I'm probably going to use an iron remover on it, clay it, possibly do some compound on it. I probably will, because I just want to get the best results on this. And then, yeah, apply the waxes. I'll have it all taped off and whatnot. But if you guys want to see any other products, let me know. If there are some that are just like over the top, we want to see it. Even if I have no interest in it, I'll probably end up getting it just for the sake of this video. But if you just are like, all right, this is good, or if the results, I get 80 different requests, I'm not obviously going to go out and buy 80 different products and spend a few $100s. That sounds ridiculous. So this is what I've got. This is what I'll test, and then we'll go from there. I'm thinking about just throwing it in my backyard, high sun, and do an update every month or so. So yeah, if you have any questions, leave some comments. Look forward to seeing the results on this.